All right, you little mathematicians. Today we are going to learn about finding the greatest common factor, and we are going to use a fairly simple method using lists of factors. So first, we ought to know what a factor is, and it turns out factors are the numbers that can be multiplied together to get another number. So, for example, I can tell you that 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12 are all factors of 12. Hold on, let me get my lightsaber out. I want to show you something. Okay, so we know that 1 times 12 equals 12, 2 times 6 equals 12, and 3 times 4 equals 12. These are all the numbers that you can multiply together in different combinations to get 12. So those are all the factors of 12. Obviously, we also need to know what the greatest common factor is before we can find it. So the greatest common factor is typically referred to as the GCF, and that is the largest number that is a factor of two numbers. So an example I give here is that 8 is the greatest common factor of 16 and 40. 8 is a factor of 16 because 8 times 2 is 16. 8 is also a factor of 40 because 8 times 5 is 40. So in other words, 8 goes into 16, 8 goes into 40, and there's no bigger number that goes into 16 and 40, which means 8 is the greatest, the biggest common factor of 16 and 40. So a simple problem you might see would say something like, what is the greatest common factor of 8 and 12? What is the biggest number that goes into 8 and 12? Now, I know many of you can just know that off the top of your head, but I want to show you the method we're going to use. So, first thing to do, list all the factors of 8. Those are 1, 2, 4, and 8, because 1 times 8 is 8, 2 times 4 is 8. There's no other way using whole numbers to multiply and get 8 as an answer. Factors of 12, as we've already seen in one of the examples earlier, are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. The greatest common factor, the biggest number in both of these lists, is 4. There's nothing else that's common between them that they share that is bigger than 4. Yes, they also have 2 and they also have 1, but 4 is the greatest common factor, the biggest number that both of these lists share. A more difficult problem could be, what is the greatest common factor of 36 and 54? That's trickier because those are bigger numbers. They have many more factors. So let's list them. So some factors of 36 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12, 18, 36, and whoops, I forgot 9. So just to sort of show you, 1 times 36 is 36, 2 times 18 is 36, 3 times 12, 4 times 9, and 6 times itself. Those are all the ways you can multiply up to 36. Now for 54, we've got 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 18, 27, and 54. Hope I didn't forget any. Now you look in these lists, where is the biggest number that they share? Well, they share 1, they share 2, they share 3, they don't share 4, they do share 6, that could be it. Oh, nope, they share 9, and then they also share 18. That's the biggest number that they share. The biggest number that these lists have in common is 18. So the greatest common factor of 36 and 54 is 18. 18 is the biggest number that goes into both 36 and 54. Hope that's helpful. Do the problems on the form, and we'll talk about this more in class tomorrow. Thanks a lot.